Hey guys, welcome back to our channel.
It has been about a month since we posted, and I know we said we were going to be consistent, and it just feels like we're always banging out for like a month and then we just disappear for a long period of time, and there is a reason for that.
Obviously, this isn't the type of content that we usually post, nor is it the type of content that we want to be posting, but it is the reality of life. And it's something that you can't really avoid, and we feel like we owe it to you guys to explain at least why we haven't been active, after saying that we would be active.
It also just brings like awareness and someone you can just relate to if you're going through the same thing. Oh my days!
I'm not going to be talking much this video. It's mainly for Aneesah, but I will just be the moral support.
Yeah, why do I feel emotional already? I thought I was just going to speak about it and just like whatever. So I'd say, what month are we in? So early mid-May, so yeah, as I was saying, early mid-May, I got a positive pregnancy test, and everything was going well. Like, I was a bit paranoid because I had gone through a miscarriage in October, September time, and it was just very sudden. And I don't know how to explain it, but I just kind of had the mindset like, what's the likelihood of it happening twice in a row? So this time I had like a lot of anxiety going into this pregnancy, but I was hopeful. Like, I was like testing every day, multiple times a day. If you were like, Aneesah, come on, like, you're overdoing it now. But it gave me some reassurance, and the tests were getting darker, and I don't know, I was feeling happy, and I felt horrible, guys. Like, I felt like death. I'd wake up and it'd take me like 2 hours to recover from waking up. My cravings were like sky high. Do you remember? I was sending Ibby out to the shops.
Oh,
like, I was craving all the unhealthy stuff: sweets, chocolate, pizza, and it was totally different pregnancy to Warsaw, because in Warsaw I was really healthy. I think not really healthy, but my cravings are
more
fruit
healthy.
and stuff like that. Not so much sweets. And yeah, so I had a bad dream. It's probably just my anxiety, like, oh, that this pregnancy isn't going to work out, and I contacted the early pregnancy unit because from my previous miscarriage, they basically said that we'll give you a free rescan, and I was about a little over 5 weeks pregnant, and I did the ultrasound, and everything was fine. Like, they could only see the pregnancy sac and like a yolk sac, which is normal for that point in pregnancy. But they did agree to do a rescan in 2 weeks' time from that scan. So yeah, I was just happy that everything was in the right place. That was real, because when you have a scan, this was more real. Like, a pregnancy test, like, yes, you're pregnant, but the scan makes you feel.
You can see it.
Yeah. Amy wasn't able to come with me that day because of and stuff like that. But I went, and I felt reassured, and I was still getting my symptoms, and I was booked in for a second scan at, was it 7 weeks, 5 days?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it was near. Yeah.
7 weeks, 5 days. Yeah.
Pretty much 8 weeks.
Yeah. So fast forward to that day, me and Evie are like really excited. I'm so nervous, but because I had that scan before and everything was progressing as it should. Oh, and also, I agreed to be in like this study, something about how do your hormones correlate to like the chances of miscarriage and whatever. So I did that, and then the day after the first scan, I got a call, and the doctor was like, I have good news. Your hormones, like, it's the highest I've seen in a very long time. Based on our data and statistics, you have a 97% chance of a healthy pregnancy. So that really, like, I was buzzing inside. I'm like, I'm just gonna enjoy this pregnancy. Like,
I was worried it was twins at one point.
Yeah.
Like, I was speaking to the lady, and I'm like, oh, but like, she was so sweet. She's a nice midwife. And she was like, "Oh, how are you guys feeling?" And like, "Oh, we're really excited. You know, we had she got a test saying that her levels are really high, so we might be seeing twins. You know, saying that we really want to go, etc., etc. And just saying how much we're looking forward to, you
Growing
know,
our family.
this the pregnancy and having another kid.
Yeah. It could have been twins because you know one sack. You've seen two babies in one sack, but we don't know. Okay, we'll get to that part. Anyway, so it was So I get onto the ultrasound table. If he's there, Morsa's there. I'm like, this is the best. Like Morsa's gonna. I know he's young, but he's gonna see his little big brother or sister on the screen. And by that time, we're supposed to see like a little embryo heartbeat, hear the heartbeat and stuff like that. So the ultrasound begins. I just see like a big empty sac. Okay. At first, I was like, my heart was like racing. I was like, maybe she just hasn't got to the baby yet.
I was like, okay, when's she gonna move? And I thought she was because she was measuring something. I'm like, okay, you know, do your measurements and then let's go see the child.
Yeah.
And she was like, what did she say? She was like, Ibrahim&Aneesah.
No, hon, we're not getting to that part yet. Gosh, it's not that part yet. So, and also because my pregnancy sac looks so much bigger compared to the first scan. So I was like, maybe I'm just being paranoid. Like, I don't know. I was just hoping for the best. And also because with my pregnancy with Musa, I had a scan around that point. And I saw a whole baby and like, what's it called? An amniotic sac. So I was just a bit confused and my heart sank. I couldn't even look at Ibby because I was just stressing out. And then that's when she said, Aneesah, I'm sorry, but this is not a viable pregnancy. My heart literally dropped to the floor. I was like, that was the last thing that I was expecting on that day. And I was just trying so hard not to cry because I was like, oh, I don't know why. My thought process was like, I don't want her to feel bad or awkward. Just save the tears for later. And then she was like, we're gonna actually get a second opinion from. Was it a nurse?
It was a senior midwife.
And then what did she say? Like literally.
She so after like 10 minutes, she finally came in. Aneesah was getting dressed, so Aneesah didn't see her. But she came in and she was just like, she looked at her thing and she was like, yeah, I'm really sorry to say this, but there's no chance of this pregnancy happening. Everything. Basically, it was empty. Like there was never a baby formed.
Yeah. So as I said, the first scan, all that was present was the pregnancy sac and the yolk sac. The yolk sac is basically like the VTech placenta until 12 weeks, providing the baby nutrients and stuff like that. So she said it was, I guess what you'd call like a blighted ovum or early, what do you say, early embryonic demise or something like that. So either two possibilities: the baby never formed, or the baby formed but was so small that I just like got reabsorbed into the sac. That just sounds. Anyway, the tears just rolling down my face. I refused to look at Ibby and Musa. I knew I was gonna break down. I was crying so much. I don't know, like the whole room. I was not aware of the whole room at that point. I don't know how you're feeling at that point, Ibby.
I was just worried. It wasn't. You know, it's more like.
What?
It's like. I'm not crying. Leave it alone. I'm not crying. It's like, obviously it's our kind of pregnancy and it's our miscarriage, but we had already told my mum, my dad, my sisters as well, and they were really excited. And then I was thinking about how am I going to tell them that, you know, because they knew we were going for the scan and they're like, oh my god, call us after,
you know, pictures.
Yeah, and I was thinking about how on earth am I going to tell them this now, and it was really not what we were hoping for. We were really looking forward to it.
I was just. Yeah, and it was crazy because at that point I hadn't told my parents yet, and we hadn't told Ibby's nan yet, and we were gonna do it after we got that actual ultrasound picture to surprise and make it more cute. And yeah, that made me cry more after, to be honest. And then after after we gathered our, when I say gathered our emotions, I started crying again, but I gathered it enough. The midwife came back in, and she was like, we can talk about your options. So she gave me, obviously because I didn't pass the pregnancy naturally, because my body still thought it was a viable pregnancy, so the hormones were still rising, I was still getting my pregnancy symptoms. We didn't know how long until I would naturally miscarry. It was very different because the first time I miscarried naturally. So yeah. So you okay? First option was the pill. But it had like a 20% chance of not removing everything completely, and then you would have to go get the DNC or to have the DNC procedure. And then I chose the DNC procedure. I was freaking out because I was like,
what is DNC? People don't know.
Basically they just
it's surgery. They remove
it. Yeah, it's a surgery. They remove the pregnancy out of the uterus. Yeah. So that was scheduled for, I think, 2 days after the ultrasound on a Friday. So the ultrasound was Wednesday, the DNC was a Friday, and Ivy couldn't come with me.
Yeah, it's no man allowed.
It was just really scary, and I been put to sleep for it as well. And
it's your first time being put to sleep as well, isn't it? Ever?
I think after the DNC was probably like the hardest part for me, just waking up. When I wake up, I just started crying. I was like, this is final, like. Oh, I don't want to cry. But, yeah, just. Yeah.
So.
Yeah, just it being final. Yeah, and the whole recovery at the hospital wasn't nice either because. Is this TMI? What am I about to say?
Oh, maybe.
So when I woke up, I must have like bled through.
Oh, that is a bit TMI. That is a bit TMI.
But yeah, the nurses there were really nice. They helped me. Ibby collected me from the hospital, and his mum was such a great help. Like, she was really supportive, and she helped us. Yeah, she is really supportive, and I'm glad because that was one of my fears, telling our family early, especially miscarriage, and I don't regret telling Ibby's mum because she helped us. And it would have just been horrible to go through that in silence whilst being around everyone. Definitely. It would not have been nice. And yeah, so I'm still recovering from that, and just telling myself that everything is written and everything is for a reason, and it just wasn't our time. But inshallah, in the future, we can give Musa a little sibling.
A little sister.
I don't know why.
Definitely.
I was saying today to Ivy that I kind of want another boy. I don't know why.
No.
Musa's been so cute today. I'm like, imagine another version of Musa. That would be so cute. And also because I don't know. We don't know how many kids we. Well, Ivy does know how many kids he wants. He wants 1 kid, 2. Sorry. I want like 4.
I could budge for 3.
But we're still young. We have to decide.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, I could budge for 3. I'm not moving for 4.
So if we had like a boy, you try for a girl.
Yeah, and if it's a boy, then that's it. A few boys, no more. That's it.
But yeah, that's just our stance on everything. Yeah, I don't really know what else to say.
I think we said enough.
Yeah.
That's why we haven't been posting, guys, and we're gonna be more active now.
Inshallah. thank you guys for listening to us. It was really hard. I didn't think I was going to cry, but I did. And yeah, I hope if anyone's going through this, they found comfort in watching our videos. And I just feel like it's something that needs to be spoken about because I don't know, no one really talks about it until you go through it yourself.
Yeah, especially young people.
Yeah, you don't
Young
get
people don't have something about it.
Yeah, and you think it won't happen to you. But it can, and yeah. Inshallah that doesn't happen to any of you guys. It's not a nice experience. But yeah. Thank you for watching our video.
Thank you for listening.
Yeah.
And yeah, we'll be back posting regularly.
Yeah,
Inshallah.
on a more happier note.
Definitely more happier note.
Yeah, so yeah.
Thank you
We'll
guys.
see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Bye.